Okay, so this is for PTR ANA, talent and character review. Let's see what she has. I'm at level 13 because I want to check the damage that she deals with the auto attacks. I know that the attack range is bigger than the other range heroes. It's like the Nova range, the Hammer, or the Rainbow range. But like, you know, the basic range, range for range characters is 5.5 and this is 6.5, so it's like, you know, bigger one. Her attack speed is really fast, but her damage is low. Like the auto attack damage itself is really low, but she applies a dot.
This is much better than retirement.
That deals 73 damage over 5 seconds and stack up 5 times. So if I apply it once,
I'll make quick work of them.
I mean, yeah, it deals 73 damage. It's not hard, right? So one attack deals 123, right? Yeah, 123 damage technically, right? Yeah. So she has pretty high attack speed and deals 123 damage per auto attack. Okay, how's the damage at 16?
Choose a talent. Acknowledge. Choose a talent.
16 is 82 and 56, so it's not that much more. Okay, and what's the damage at level 4?
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
35 plus 51. Okay, 96 per auto attack. Of course, not in burst, but overall, like, you know, like in burst it is less, like way less. But it looks decently, maybe not super good, but it's fine. Okay. It makes it better because she has the higher basic range, so let's make the level 20 so we can see all of the talents, right? So her abilities,
Heading out.
the first one is Q, is a healing skill shot. I can go to the... I'm still moving with WSD because I was playing a lot of Divinity. That's kind of awkward. I'm moving the camera with, you know, arrows now, which I never do, but yeah. So her healing spell is 2-second cooldown skill shot. Pretty low mana cost.
Let's get to work.
It doesn't hit minions. It doesn't hit enemy heroes. It only heals allies. But obviously your allies can dodge it, you know, you can miss it. It's... I mean, if you look at it in a way that, okay, during 4 seconds, it heals for 1k 100, then it, like, she heals more than, like, Auriel. But, you know, of course it's not AoE, it's a single target, but, you know.
Take your medicine.
It's a pretty big heal, but you can miss it. But even if you miss it, you know. How much Reggar heals at 20? Probably the same amount, right?
I have you covered.
If not less, actually. He might even heal less after the nerf. But he, of course, heals in AoE. Okay, then we have W. The W actually has sick range. What the fuck? That's actually pretty, like, really big range. So what the W is doing, it is a 16-second cooldown ability. Costs quite some mana. And if you hit an ally with it, it heals for 400 almost. And increases the healing they receive for 4 seconds. Enemy hit takes damage and receive 100% less healing for 2 seconds. I think this is really strong, like maybe even like super annoying too, you know. It's 2 seconds. There's not many supports that, I mean, obviously the nerf to healing is annoying, but like, how does it nerf the monk, you know? Yes, it nerfs the palm, but you need to really keep that cooldown for it. Which you're probably not gonna do, especially if you're a single support. And the chance that you're gonna, like, of course you might get value out of you might nerf the Monk's W, right? You might be lucky and also interrupt the, or like reduce the healing of like regular Q, but I don't think the healing reductions effects are that big at the moment, you know, like Garrosh is not taking the healing reduction, like the Maltil is taking it, I guess, but like I'm not a fan of it yet. Like it's not, you not necessarily get that much value of it always, because like heroes, like, you know, the heals are on low cooldown sometimes, so like, you know, you're not getting that much value out of it. Like versus Aurel, if Aurel was still good, you know. It's AoE, you reduce the healing in AoE. I don't know, it's a fine thing. It might be annoying, it might be really strong. Sometimes it's not necessarily masked value, but like it has double use, you know. You can use it for healing. If you hit opponent and your teammate, then you get like insane value potentially. So it's a really strong talent, strong ability, I would say. I think the cooldown is maybe balanced. Maybe they will add 2 seconds to it if they find it too strong. We'll see. Maybe they will reduce the healing reduce. We'll see. And the third one, oh, that's a pretty, that has a pretty long range. I thought it will be really short, but
On the move.
it has really long range. It doesn't stop at enemies, I mean at minions. So you don't have to worry about that. That it will hit like a scrap, it will hit like a zombie wall or Hydra, you know. I wanted something like this on Valira, you know, like sap for 3 seconds. I was maybe hoping for that they will add something like that to her in this patch, because, you know, they add this. They add the sleeping, right? So why wouldn't they add like sap to Valira? But I guess it's not time for it yet. But yeah, this is technically pretty strong. I think Ana for like, I don't know, she should be fine for competitive, you know, the healing, the numbers. It looks strong, you know. Double support, she fits that. The ultimate is really strong. I don't know, this on Genji, oh my god. I want also to see this on Jaina with icy veins, you know. How fast she will throw that Qs, you know.
I will feel this tomorrow.
The passive, we went over that, right? It doesn't work on structures.
Understood.
In Hero League it might be awkward, you know. In Hero League someone might break it. There's a lot of random damage that could break it. I wonder if he gets damaged by like Burning Rage, for example. I believe in WoW there were some ways that if someone is sleeping, he would not receive damage from specific things, and there was also talents that were removing damage over time. Like, what happens if... I mean, we can check it, I guess, right? We can check it. Okay, select enemy ally hero. Let's get Lunara. Because she has poisoned... Actually, I'm a monkey, right? I don't need enemy hero. Wait.
Enemy in my sights.
Why is lagging so hard? Okay.
This is going to hurt. This is much better than retirement.
Fire dart that puts the first enemy hero hit to sleep, rendering them unable to act for 3 seconds. Sleeping effects ends instantly if the target takes damage after the first. Okay, so it will...
Enemy contact. Acknowledged.
I mean, he's taking damage afterwards. But I guess the dot is fine. Okay, so maybe damage over time does not break it. Or just like... interesting, I don't know. It is interesting. Okay.
Heading out.
Let's move on to the talents, I guess. Let me just remove the Lunara from behind. The Burning Rage breaks it? Yeah, the Burning Rage might be breaking it. I mean, probably, yeah. But let's see. Okay, so the talents. The tier 1 is full of quests. And the first one is for grenade. Hit enemy hero with biotic grenade. After hitting 10 heroes, biotic grenade deals 75% more damage per allied and enemy hero hit. Okay. After hitting 20 heroes, biotic grenade duration on allies is increased from 4 seconds to 12 seconds. And healing radius is increased by 100. This is like pretty strong level 1 quest talent, you know. But this says, you know, hit enemy heroes, and then the quests say after hitting 10 heroes, after hitting 20 heroes, you know. But I guess it all, you know, is about hitting enemy heroes, which is kind of like awkward, because like you not always will want to use it like this, and it has pretty long cooldown. But since it's level 1 quest, the moment you see them, you go meet, right? And you throw the grenade on meat and hope that you will hit 3 of them. Right? It has no passing effect to it. Piercing darts. This is this is talent for E. Hit heroes with sleeping dart. Now it doesn't say enemies, kappa, but it only works on enemies. After hitting 10 heroes, sleeping dart now hits 2 heroes and its range is increased by 50%. After hitting 20, healing dart now hits 2 heroes. Wait, so this talent can buff the Q talent? Okay.
Choose a talent.
Affirmative. You're going to be okay.
Oh. I mean, I'm not sure. Are you gonna hit 20 heroes with it? Maybe. I mean, after you hit 20 heroes with it, then every E has potential to hit 2 heroes, though. Okay. It is an interesting talent. Let me see this one. Oh my god. That healing range. Doesn't add that much damage, you know. I don't think this is good. I don't think this is that good, you know. I mean, if you play with like, I don't know, Malfurion Brightwing. I mean, actually, it is even good for herself, I guess, as a solo support too, because like it increases the heal duration to 12, so you're gonna get a lot of Qs affected by it, right? So normal Q heals for 548. So this increases it by like 140.
Choose a talent.
I think this is bigger power spike, you know, if you complete it. Like this, like the first part doesn't give you anything. Only that if you hit 20 gives you like something really nice. The 75% isn't that much damage really. It won't matter at all. The second part is somehow, you know, good, but still. It might be the weakest one. I need to see this one too. Stack 5 doses on an enemy hero. After reaching maximum stacks, or after reaching 5 stack, those deals 50% increased damage to enemies. Oh, that's something for me. I like this one. Let's see. Wait, what is it doing? Is this like a permanent quest? Oh, okay. It gives you like a small rewind just for Q. What the fuck? Okay, that's a nice one. Okay, free ancestral healing.
Let's get to work.
Okay. Well, this is going to be probably picked most of the time. So like all the talents that I see being good on this are piercing darts and the auto attack one. After reaching maximum dosage 5 times, it can be avoided by smart opponents. Silence. But 15 will take quite a while. So that basically, you want to attack someone 5 times, then run in circles using the new stopper icon. And after 5 seconds you want to attack again. Because you don't want to refresh that. Because you can refresh it, right? Yeah. You don't want to refresh that to make it like as fast as you can, to complete this quest as fast as you can. Of course, if there's 2 heroes to attack, you're gonna attack 2 heroes. And this is from level 1. So if you get it on like Braxis, maybe not necessarily Braxis. Braxis is removed from the battleground, by the way, anyway. But like on Warhead Junction, there's like really long fights for the warhead, for the warheads, right? So you might like complete it pretty quickly there, you know. On the other hand, it's annoying because if they channel, you don't want to use it, right? But yeah.
Understood.
Okay.
Choose a talent.
All right, let's stay with this one. Okay, tier 2 airstrike, active to use biotic grenade with a 200% increased range, but grenades thrown in this way take 4 seconds to land. Reduce biotic grenade cooldown by 4 seconds.
Choose a talent.
This is much better than retirement.
Like, what is this even? Okay. Okay. XD, man, XD.
Enemy contact. Olim,
But yeah, I mean, you could combo it with this talent, right? Like the W talent. I don't know if this is good just on its own. Maybe it is. I mean, it is probably, to be honest.
Acknowledged.
I mean, it adds you a random something. I guess your team also sees that, so they can walk into it. It should be easier to... Against some special monkeys, it might be easier to hit this than the Q, you know, because they will be dodging. In this, you know, they can dodge it. They just have to walk in it. Okay. This might be good on its own. Even if you don't pick W on level 1, it still might be fine, you know, just because of the cooldown reduction and additional spell, you know. Piano Ana incoming. Okay, the other talent is Overdose. Hitting enemies with Sleep Dart and Biotic Grenade applies 2 doses. Okay.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Very well. Orders received.
Okay. So this helps you finish the level 1, but then also like adds you some AoE damage, I guess. It's not like a lot, but you know. I think this is actually pretty good because this buff lasts for 5 seconds. So you know, you can apply it if you hit 2 opponents and then you attack like once. You know, you have like 10 seconds worth of dot, you know. So it is pretty interesting. Plus it helps with the level 1, so I like it. And people can't mount up if you grenade them. Yeah, that's also a good point. Yeah. If you grenade someone or sleep dart, they cannot mode up. Can't mode up, yeah. For 5 seconds. Okay. Aim down sights. Can be activated to increase vision radius by 100% and basic attack range by 2, but reduce movement speed. Lasts until cancelled. Okay. This is probably better, but this is interesting.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Very well.
I mean, I can see myself picking it, but
I'm on the attack. Understood.
like siege hammer, you know. But it doesn't really combo with the first one, you know. Doesn't really combo with the first one. I mean, it kinda does. It kinda does. And after you complete it, it doesn't matter anymore. Because I mean, you could abuse the front lane. Just, I mean, it's not like it deals that much damage, but you know what I mean. You can shoot at him like constantly. Maybe it's good against Garrosh, you know. But then again, you don't have to auto attack against Garrosh. You just can stay far enough and wait till he uses his Q, you know. I mean, and then again, you anyway have a higher auto attack range than other range characters, so
let's get to work.
Yeah, it helps you stack if there's like 2 heroes you can attack, you know. If you still have to go that close to Garrosh to attack someone else there to apply another 5 dose of stack, you know, then you might just get wrecked by the Garrosh, you know. But yeah, it kinda helps, but so does this, you know. So does this. Okay. Level tier 3. After sleep darts effect wears off, targets are blind for 2 seconds. That's pretty strong. Every dose a hero has reduced their spell power by what the fuck?
Heading out.
Activate to fire a dart which reduces the damage dealt by the first enemy hero it hits. Activates a dart to reduce the damage dealt by the first enemy hero hit.
Choose a talent.
Check.
Very well.
I mean, I like all of those talents. This is really strong. Like, obviously, you want this with it. You put what your grenade makes someone. What the fuck? It also reduces healing. You know, this also reduces healing. Like 30% less healing. Like, if you have 5 stacks, someone is healing what? 75% less. It's good. It is also good with this, you know. Okay. Okay. I mean, probably this is the most broken one from all of this. Okay. Nano boost. Can't really check it how it works here, but really strong, I think. Really strong. I'm not sure if I should say I can't wait to see it in action, because I don't want to see it in action, you know, especially against me. I don't want to see Genji just, you know, running around us. But this will make, like, Tassadar is pretty good against Genji, you know. I mean, Tassadar got a little bit of, like, few nerfs and he's, like, squishier now, but he has that nullification, right? That is really good against Genji. And it kind of would be even, like, necessary against Genji with Ana, you know. But then again, it lasts 8 seconds too, so, you know. Not to mention that, like, the Ana could just, in that case, use it on someone else. if they have Genji and Jaina, suddenly there's a freaking Jaina nano boosted one, you know. And it's pretty long, like it's really short cooldown. It is interesting that it is that short cooldown, you know. Okay, and the second ultimate is that one we can check. Okay, so this ultimate is pretty interesting. It's kind of like triple tap, but you know. So it makes you stationary in one position, and you can use up to 5 bullets, and you can either heal with it or deal damage with it. Depends what you hit, obviously. If you hit enemy hero or structure, it deals damage. If you hit an ally, it heals. So it heals for twice the amount it would damage. And also it deals even less to structures. So you can abuse it or something, I guess. Because that would be pretty solid damage to structure, really. At 20, though. So you can't move when this is on. Wait, why does it say structure? The fuck? What? Okay, interesting.
On the move.
Doesn't show ally. Can I heal my structures? I can't. Feels bad, man. But yeah, this is like the character itself is really sick. I don't know, it's really well done character. I like it a lot. You know, all of the abilities and the talents, everything is fine so far. You know, we'll see how it will work in games, but like the design is really good. Or feels really nice. I don't know if it will be good, you know, but it feels nice. How fast you can shoot? Okay, you can just like, you know, and burst someone suddenly, you know. Can you hold it? Okay, you can hold it if you want, you know.
The ghost watches.
You can cancel it. You have to use all of them. So wait, can you?
Setting up my nest.
Okay, so moving just cancels it.
The ghost watches.
And if you cancel it, you can.
Setting up my nest.
Okay, that's interesting. So you can cancel it on your own.
The ghost watches.
Okay, if you use one, it goes on full. If you use nothing, it goes on 10 seconds. So if you cast it and someone interrupts you before you cast at least one, then you will get 10 seconds, I assume. But let's see something. Because maybe it's based on time too.
Setting up my nest.
So you can BM people with it. Can you be step?
Time for a tactical retreat.
Okay, nice. That's important. Okay, that is important. And while you're in it, you can use other spells either. So you have to move. No. Oh, you can cancel it with W and E too. Okay. You can. No, you can move camera. Yeah. You can move camera. Okay.
I will feel this tomorrow.
Can you miss this ultimate? Yes. But if you miss on a hero, it might very well just go and damage a structure, so. But yeah, of course you can miss.
Watch it.
But it is very likely that it will hit something anyway, you know? It's more powerful than the Q, because the Q only heals, and this either damages or heals. Depends what it hits, you know? Yeah, I mean, it tells you if something is blocking because like it has global range, so you can use it from your base. Like, actually, if you know where a Batur is, you might be able to snipe him, you know? If you know where a Batur is, you might be... Actually, not necessarily. Because it deals damage to structures. Maybe one developer is like, no, guys, I'm a fucking Abatur main, please. It needs to damage structures. But then it will be broken and it will destroy keeps. Whatever, just reduce this damage to structure, but I don't want to die on my, you know, little slug. I can see that totally happened there. But yeah. Level 13. Healing that grants 25% movement speed to affected heroes. This is really nice. Nice. Healing Dart removes roots and slows from the target and heals for 25 more when doing so. What the fuck? Very good against Jaina. Very good against Arthas, just because it heals more, you know? Like the movement speed is whatever. The movements. Basically, against Arthas, you heal 20% more. Also against like Muradin, you know, like Tyrael, like whatever. Like, there's a lot of heroes that apply slow, you know. And healing darts removes stuns from the target and grants them 50% armor for 2 seconds when doing so. This is everything from here is good, you know. This is like potentially strong. It removes the stun against armor. Like this, I mean, this is really strong, you know.
On the move.
If you can use it well.
Choose a talent.
Level 16, Sharpshooter. Healing dart healing is increased by 5% each time it heals a hero. Up to 50%. This bonus is reset if healing dart fails to hit a hero. Can it be like broken?
Understood.
Possibly.
Restoring your health. You're going to be okay. Affirmative.
I mean, missing will suck, but this almost like doubles the healing, you know. And like if you, like it works super good with this and super good with this. Okay, let's see the other one. Increase healing dart healing by 10% for each dose active on enemy heroes. What the fuck? So why would you go for this? Why would you go for this? What the fuck? Why would you go for this if you can get that? One auto attack gives you 10%. And it doesn't reset. You have it always if you like have the poison on someone. What the fuck? Each dose active on enemy heroes. You can have like billiard of them active. What? Why it's lagging so hard? Yes, okay. If you have not enemy heroes to AA, but it doesn't matter because you can have a talent that like this probably gonna reach them. Obviously, maybe you don't want to use it just on enemy heroes, but if you use it on enemy heroes that are poked, maybe you get some healing reduction on them. And with this talent, you get like if you hit 2, you get 4 doses, which gives you 40% more healing, which is almost this talent. Plus, you know, very well, you could miss with the Q. So your first one doesn't get anything, and this also gives you anything. If you hit it 1, it gives you only 5%, you know. And if you hit enemy hero twice, this already gives you like 20, like, you know.
Choose a talent. 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 Choose a talent.
Acknowledged. You're going to be okay.
Okay, I guess it's bugged.
Enemy in my sight.
Unless I need 5.
On the move.
Or maybe that's not a hero. Okay.
Restoring your health.
What the
Orders
fuck?
received. Acknowledge.
What the fuck?
I have you covered.
Okay. I mean, yes, like, I mean, granted, if you're really good with this, then you can maintain this all the time at 50, yes. And this, if you hit 2 heroes with it, only gives you 20%. Even if you have this, if you hit 2 heroes, it gives you 40. So, it's like hard to explain. Because both of them are actually good. Like, they are well balanced, I guess. Because if you maintain this, it is technically potentially better. But if you miss, you lose a lot. It's like you lose all of that power from that talent until you rebuild it. And this one, you know, is easier to get value for it. Plus you can like get it before you heal, so you can W and heal, you know. Maybe not that quickly, but like, you know. So your first heal gets more healing. Because like if you have this resetted, you 2 first heals or 3 heals won't heal for that much more, you know.
Let's get to work.
But I want to see something. If you can abuse, I don't think that's the case, because that would be really stupid of Blizzard. Which I guess maybe it might be the case very well, right? But let's just see it.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Why it's so laggy?
Choose a talent.
Fuck. I click complete quest. Did I miss?
Heading down.
Okay. Clapper for Blizzard. I mean, they are good at things like this, to be honest, you know. Sometimes they just making something not work with other things because they are scared. But in some cases, it is necessary. Like in this, I would say, you know. Because it would be stupid if you could just like set it up in your base, you know.
Let's get to work.
So there's a clapper for Blizzard here. For being smart about that. And what is the last time doing? Biotic grenade heals for 30% more per allied and enemy hit. Okay. I think this is actually really strong too. Like this one for the W, but you kinda would like to have
Choose a talent.
the airstrike.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Maybe not necessarily, you know, maybe it's fine anyway.
Choose a talent.
Heading out.
How much this heals for? Okay. I just want to see if it works for it too.
Choose a talent.
دلوقتي جه الوقت اللي انتصر فيه على أعدائي. أعلن وينفذ.
Okay, it works for it too.
On the move.
Okay. All of them are fine. Can't really tell yet which one is the best. I like this one. Because if in case you miss, it has like potentially higher power, you know. But like if you're very good at hitting Qs, then the Q is strong. But this is not bad either. I guess this is something like the monkeys friendly one debated. But maybe it might be the best too. You never know. You know, for a specific build, it might be the best one. Like it's the easiest one to get healing from.
أعلن وينفذ.
You know. And it can combo, right? Because if you get this, and you have like the W build, it is increasing the healing your allies receive by 25, right? So this one heals for 500, and this heals for 600, you know? Okay, and the level 20 talent, I can see the top one. Okay, allied affected by nano burst heal for 50% of spell damage dealt. Okay. Okay. A of Horrors runs explode upon impact nearby, healing nearby allies for the same amount, okay, and dealing, okay.
Choose a talent. Correct choice. Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Heading out. Let's go.
Unlucky. Oh shit! It has no travel time. Wait, that's broken. It has no travel time.
Setting up.
Oh, it also damages? What the fuck?
Enemy slain.
All in. Way enough.
Okay.
The ghost watches.
Well done. Double kill.
This is a really strong upgrade.
I'm on the attack.
Okay.
This is much better than retirement.
Okay. That's also nice. What the fuck? Those level 20s, man. This is how level 20 is supposed to look like. I mean, this is not good, but... Ah, this improves the level 4 talent. Okay. I like it.
Choose a talent.
Never
Choose a
stop
talent.
learning.
Choose a talent.
On the move. I'm going in. That هيكون مؤلم. This is much better than retirement.
I don't know what to think about this one.
A killing blow.
ده هيكون مؤلم. I will feel this tomorrow.
Double kill.
Nano boost administered. Orders received.
Okay.
Killing spree.
A speed is trap talent? Yeah, I think so. That's what I said. I think the ultimate upgrades are really nice. But I'm kind of selfish player, so if I wouldn't go for this ultimate, then I would probably pick one of those anyway, you know. One of these anyway. And if you don't get custom optics because you didn't pick the level 4, then you're stuck with this or that. And I think if you don't get overdose, then you don't want that. Because like, what's the odds that you're gonna get 5 stacks on someone, right? Like a carry. So you might as well just go for this. But where's the oh, and this is the talent that increases the damage, right? Yeah. Okay. Interesting, man. I really like the talents, the design, the feel, everything. Okay, we'll see. We'll have to see the numbers. I think they will be fine enough. Like, I really think they will be fine enough. And the nano bosses especially, I think that carries the character really hard, you know. And it's like, this is like super good, because like, even if the nano boost isn't like big for your team composition, then you have like super strong second ultimate anyway, you know. But yeah, now I will try to come up with some builds, right, that I would recommend, right? It might be hard, but this I got Yeah, it might be hard, man. Like, it's just... I guess it's hard to figure it out at the very beginning. If I would play first game, I would go for that 100%. I mean, I would just check how hard or easy is to complete this talent. But you really need to get to the second reward for it. And this gives you something already after you reach 5. After, you know, the first part already gives you something nice, you know. You can argue that this also gives you something nice, but I just assume that, you know, not gonna hit 2 heroes often. But this is like, I don't know, man. Those are really, these two are really strong. I don't know, like hard call here. Anu, please. I don't need to test you. Get the fuck out. Overdose. I don't know. All of those are fine too. You know, like just like what you feel like. It's really hard to come up with a build. I mean, I can make a build, but this character will be something that you will adjust to opponents. You know, it's not like, oh, this build is the best. Oh, I go for this build. You know, unless W build is the best, then yes, then you go W. You don't pick level 7, you don't pick level 10, you don't pick level 13, you pick W at level 16, and you go home after 20. You know, but if it's not clearly the best, the W build, then everything is fine. Like, you pick what you feel like. Yeah, as I said, I think those are the strongest one. Like, if you feel safe, like, it's really hard call hit. It just depends how the games goes, like what are the opponents. I cannot come up with a build, I think. But I don't know, let's go for this. Yeah. Then like the spell power because of this, right? You also reduce the spell power. Like nano boost or A of Horus, like God knows, you know. Probably nano boost because you kind of want to auto attack with it.
Choose a talent.
Then, you know, like whatever fits the best, right?
Choose a talent.
I mean, if you like, you probably, you know, pick this because you try to spread the Ws and you might miss Qs. You know, you concentrate on auto attacks, you might miss a Q from time to time. You don't want to do it. You don't want though, right?
Choose a talent.
And on this one, you know, you either improve the ultimate if you feel like. If you get this and you put it on Genji, you don't have to care about him. He should be able to heal himself up. Upon stacking 5 doses, heroes are put to sleep. But also, I mean, if you're in solo support, the AA build might be, I mean, it's not really AA build, it's just like applies doses. Like, those two might be actually important because you don't have self-healing. So if you go for auto attacks and you get poked, you can heal up. You can heal yourself up. I mean, of course, you can go to an ally, throw it. Maybe even, you know, you could even throw 2 if you get this one, right? But yeah, you have to keep that in mind. And I mean, the auto attack isn't that bad. I mean, you have to attack 10 times to get 100%. Nah. Nah. You go for that. You go for this. But then again, you know, depends how the fight goes too. Because this not necessarily must get value. Because you're gonna put someone to sleep, but he will get instantly removed from the sleep. Right? But like, it works nicely with the level 4, because if you hit 2 heroes, it lasts for 5 seconds.
Better than retirement.
Right? Not to mention that this,
Orders received.
you know, you can put someone to sleep for another 2 seconds, you know. So this would be probably build that I would play the first time, you know. I mean, something else maybe on this talent, you know. But yeah.
Understood.
So that would be it for the rework. There's like a couple of other builds, like, obviously, right? I mean,
choose a talent.
E.
Talent.
You might go for the Q here for additional healing. Like, it all depends if it's double support, solo support. If you need that additional healing, you know, if your team have a lot of like heroes that could benefit from the additional healing, you know. It's all hard. Like, this could be also good if you have like Arthas Sonya in your team, you know. They have self-healing and you put it for 12 seconds on them. So not only your healing is bigger, but also their healing, you know, for a long time is bigger. So let's say this is like full support build maybe, right? I don't know. So you get this airstrike. I mean the blind maybe, right? The A of Horus. Remove stun, right? Let's say you are crazy good with the Qs with this build, so Q. And then you probably upgrade the ultimate really, you know. So that would be like the second build. And the second build. Of course, it's also that you can also go for like W build, but yeah. And then again, as I said, we have to see. I really like the design. I really like the talents. The numbers we have to check. She has some weakness, like with lack of self heal. I mean, she has the self heal with that talent and the W. Yes. She has no escape, but I mean, one hero she can put to sleep. With this, even two if they position like that. And she has no wave clear. She has no wave clear, that's important. But she has really nice poke, I guess, because she has high range. She's gonna be good, like Braxis, not Braxis, but Battlefield of Eternity. You know, you can poke on that 4-man a lot. You have really cheap healing. And spammable one. You have decent damage. You can put one to sleep, you know, reduce their healing. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how. I wonder how's the damage. Let's see, level 4. On like the first immortal. I mean, the first immortal is like level 3, right?
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
I'm going in.
Wait, it works. Well, this is decent. This is just decent DPS, you know. As for Sapper, not like super good, but it's fine. Not the highest either, but I mean, and it stays. So you can just poke with the superior range, right, and maintain it, right? So that's also like somehow, you know, important. Plus, if you get the overdose, then you can, you know, refresh it with this, you know.
Understood.
Oh man, this is a hero, obviously. I thought for a second it's an immortal, you know. Okay.